Good morning class. From today we will start our second term, and from chapter 8 our second term starts. Okay, so today we will discuss chapter 8, our surroundings. Let's see what is in this chapter. All of you take out your science book, which is Millennium Science for Juniors 4, and the publication is Millennium Book Source Private Limited. All of you open page number 65, chapter 8, our surroundings. Now, chapter 8, our surroundings. Let's see what we will study in this chapter. Concept mapping, introduction, what is environment, clean environment, significance of a clean environment, pollution, what is pollution and types of pollution, which are water pollution, land pollution, air pollution and noise pollution. After that, disposal of waste, proper disposal of waste, biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste, then waste management, that is reduce, reuse and recycle. Now let's start the chapter. Students, read with me. In the previous class, we have read that a neat, clean and properly ventilated house is necessary for our good health. The area where we live and the plants and animals around us are all part of our environment. The environment affects the quality of our life, and we feel happy if the environment around us is clean and refreshing. Now, yes, in our previous class we have read about a neat and clean and properly ventilated houses, which are very important, or which are uh, essential or necessary for our good health. If we want a good health, then we should keep our house neat and clean, as well as proper ventilated. Means that there should be a proper ventilation of air, okay, in the house. Now then, the area where we live and the plants and animals around us are all parts of our environment. Yes, the environment affects the quality of our life, and we feel happy if the environment around us is clean and refreshing. Yes, if our environment is neat and clean, then we feel happy as well as refreshed also, because that keeps us healthy as well as happy. Now, clean environment. Clean environment requires hygiene and sanitation. Hygiene means keeping our surroundings and ourselves clean. Sanitation means creating conditions that prevent diseases. Yes. Now, what is a clean environment? Clean environment requires proper hygiene and proper sanitation. Now, what does the word hygiene means? Hygiene means just to keep our surroundings, our neighborhoods, our home and ourselves, as well as our belongings, also neat and clean. Okay, then what is sanitation? What does the word sanitation means? Sanitation means to create the conditions which can prevent diseases. Okay, now dirty surroundings result in the growth of disease, causing germs like that of cholera, dysentery and plague. For example, dirty and stagnant water is the breeding ground for mosquitoes that spread malaria and dengue. Now, dirty surroundings means if our environment is dirty, if the places near our homes or our neighborhood that are dirty, then what can happen? Then there can be a growth of diseases, or you can say then there the diseases can grow, as causing germs like cholera, dysentery and plague. Just why? Because if our surrounding is dirty, then what will happen? The germs will grow, and if the germs will grow, then they will cause some diseases like cholera, dysentery and plague. For example, dirty and stagnant water is the breeding ground for mosquitoes that spread malaria and Dengue. Yes, dirty and stagnant water means unclean water and the water which is collected in a in any utensil or any place that is a breeding ground for mosquitoes, means that the mosquitoes can develop, mosquitoes are developed there only, and that and they can spread malaria as well as dengue. Okay, that's why we are asked not to collect water. Now turn to the page number 66. Now read activity 1. Read the following list of instructions and make green circle against those that help in keeping our environment clean and red against those which do not. First, we should sweep and mop our house once in a month. Yes, we should sweep and mop our house once in a month. Then we should dust and clean ourselves and cupboards regularly. We should keep our water tanks open. We should wipe out table after every meal. We should clean the spider webs of our ceilings regularly. We should not throw food particles on the floor. We should collect all the garbage from our house and throw it on the road. We should keep all the drains covered and clean. We should eat the food kept in the open and uncovered. We should plant trees and plant around our house. Now, what you have to do? You have to make a green circle against those which helps us to keep our environment clean, and red, and we have to circle the red ones, those which do not help us to keep our environment clean. Okay, now like first we should sweep and mop our house once in a month. It should be red, as we should sweep or mop our house daily. Then we should dust and clean ourselves and cupboards regularly. Green. We should keep our water tanks open. Red. We should wipe our table after every meal. Green. We should clean the spider webs off our ceilings regularly. Green. We should not throw food particles on the floor. Green. We should collect all the garbage from our house and throw it on the road. Red. We should keep all the drains covered and clean. Green. Seventh one is red. The ninth, we should eat the food kept in the open and uncovered. Red. We should plant trees and plants around our house. Green. Okay, now let's start with the pollution. From the above discussion, it must be clear to you that loss of hygiene and sanitation of the environment is caused by addition of some unwanted matter to the environment. This is called pollution. Pollution means spoiling of land, air, water and surroundings. This is harmful and dangerous for living organisms. The harmful substances that are responsible for pollution are known as pollutants. Yes, from our discussion from activity 1, what we have learned? We have learned that the loss of hygiene and sanitation can cause, or sanitation of the environment is caused just by adding some unwanted matters to the environment. Okay, and that that addition of some unwanted matter to the environment is known as pollution. Pollution means spoiling of land, air, water and our surroundings. Okay, and yes, this is very harmful and dangerous for all the living beings. It is harmful for human beings, it is harmful for animals, plants, birds. Okay, now The harmful substances that are responsible for pollution are known as pollutants. Yes, the substances which are responsible for the pollution are known as pollutants. Now let's start with the water pollution. Yes, water pollution is a type of a pollution. Degradation of water quality due to release of waste into water bodies is known as water pollution. It is one of the most serious problems in the world. Drains from towns and cities carry dirty water containing domestic and industrial waste to the rivers and lakes. Fertilizers and pesticides from agricultural fields also add to the water pollution. Yes, degradation means जो सॉइल वाटर की जो क्वालिटी है उसको डाउन करना. ओके, डिग्रेडेशन मीन्स पुटिंग someone's putting the quality of anything down. Okay, or bringing the quality of a soil, water, air down, decreasing the quality of something, you can say. Now degradation of water quality is just due to the release of waste. When we release waste from our houses, industries, then into the water bodies, then it is known as water pollution. Okay, now it is one of the most serious problems in the world. Yes, water problem is the most serious problem in the world, because what happens in the towns and cities, the dirty water which is containing domestic and industrial waste, that is just drained into the river and lakes only. जो भी domestic और industrial waste जो है रिलीज हो रहे हैं, वो सारे जब रिवर में ड्रेन कर दिए जाते हैं तो जो हमारी वाटर की क्वालिटी है वो डाउन हो जाती है. ओके, एंड दैट कॉजेज वाटर पॉल्यूशन. देन फर्टिलाइजर्स एंड पेस्टिसाइड्स फ्रॉम एग्रीकल्चरल फील्ड्स आल्सो ऐड टू द वाटर pollution. Yes, then the fertilizers जो है और pesticides from this. Yes, fertilizers and pesticides हम लोग क्या यूज करते हैं? We use fertilizers and pesticides in the agricultural fields, and when they are drained into the water bodies, then it causes water pollution. Water pollution affects the lives of living organisms found on land as well as in water. It harms the aquatic life, killing fish and other animals. The polluted water causes diseases like diarrhea and typhoid in human beings. The household and industrial waste should be treated to reduce their harmful effects before being drained into rivers, lakes and seas. Now, the water pollution. Water pollution affects the lives of all the living beings like human beings as well as the water animals also. It harms the water animals. Now, it harms the aquatic life, killing fish and other animals. Yes, if the water body is polluted, if there is a water pollution, then the aquatic animals die. Okay, because the water becomes harmful for them, and that polluted water, जो dirty water है, that can cause some diseases also like diarrhea and typhoid. The household and industrial waste should be treated to reduce their harmful effects before being drained into rivers, lakes and seas. Yes, जो भी the household and industrial waste, जो भी waste हमारा industries से आ रहा है and household से जो भी waste है, that should be treated just to reduce the harmful effects before draining into the rivers, lakes or seas, so that it can pollute the river water bodies low. Okay, now page 67, land pollution. Land pollution is also known as soil pollution. It is caused by mixing of harmful substances like chemicals and non-biodegradables which does not decompose wastes into soil. Polythene and plastic are two major causes of soil pollution. This causes loss of fertility that reduces soil quality. We need to take care that we do not dump such wastes into soil. Now, yes, land pollution is also known as soil pollution, and it is caused by mixing of harmful substances. Mixing of harmful substances with the soil like chemicals, non-biodegradable wastes. Okay, what are the non-biodegradable wastes? Non-biodegradable wastes are those waste which does not decompose. Okay, now polythene and plastic are two major causes of soil pollution, and soil pollution causes लॉस ऑफ फर्टिलिटी. सॉइल पोल्यूशन से क्या होता है, जो सॉइल की जो क्वालिटी है उसकी सॉइल की क्वालिटी क्या होती है, वो रिड्यूस हो जाती है. दैट्स वाई जो उसकी फर्टिलिटी कैपेबिलिटी है वो भी लूज होती है. इट मीन्स दैट सॉइल पोल्यूशन causes loss of fertility that reduces soil quality. अगर सॉइल की फर्टिलिटी लॉस हो जाएगी तो क्या होगा कि जो भी सॉइल प्रोड्यूस कर रही है, सपोज एग्रीकल्चरल लैंड है, वहां पे सॉइल पोल्यूशन हुआ तो क्या हुआ कि सॉइल पोल्यूशन होने की वजह से सॉइल की जो फर्टिलिटी थी, जो सॉइल की क्वालिटी थी, वो क्या हो गई, रिड्यूस हो गई. उसकी वजह से अब जो हम क्रॉप ग्रो करेंगे उसके प्रोडक्शन में इफेक्ट हो जाएगा. सॉइल पोल्यूशन से पहले क्रॉप क्या थी, बहुत अच्छी इंक्रीज ग्रो हो रही थी, एंड सॉइल पोल्यूशन के बाद क्या हुआ, उसका प्रोडक्शन कम हो गया. ओके, नाउ वी नीड टू टेक केयर दैट वी डू नॉट डंप such wastes into soil. Yes, we should take care that we should not dump such wastes, means the plastics or polythene. We should not dump the plastics and polythene into soil. Okay, now the excessive use of fertilizers and pesticides adds harmful chemicals to the soil. Yes, if we use fertilizers and pesticides in excess, मतलब जरूरत से ज्यादा फर्टिलाइजर्स और पेस्टिसाइड्स को हम यूज कर रहे हैं, तो क्या होगा कि जो हमारा जो सॉइल है उसमें हार्मफुल केमिकल्स ज्यादा हो जाएंगे, उसका अमाउंट ज्यादा हो जाएगा, एंड दैट विल आल्सो कॉज सॉइल pollution. Now farmers should opt for natural manure instead of chemical fertilizers. Yes, farmers should opt for natural manure. Natural manure means खाद. They should opt the natural manure instead of chemical fertilizers. Chemical fertilizers की जगह पे they should use natural manure. Now after that, industries damage the land and add harmful chemicals as well. Yes, industries also damage the land and they add harmful chemicals also. They should be located away from the populated areas and should manage their waste disposal system well. The industry should be located away from the populated areas, from the dense areas, जहाँ पे population है उससे दूर इंडस्ट्रीज को सेटअप करना चाहिए. The industry should be set up away from the populated areas and they should manage their waste disposal systems also. Proper means उनका जो waste disposal system है that should be properly managed. Then domestic waste materials like glass, plastics and kitchen garbage also act as soil pollutants. Yes, domestic waste like glass, plastic, kitchen garbage, they also acts like a soil pollutants, means they are also the pollutants which can harm the soil, and these should not be dumped in open. That's why we should not dump these pollutants directly into the soil. And after that, Activity 2. Write down the ways in which you can prevent polluting your surroundings. 2 is done, and the rest 3 points you have to write it your own. By throwing empty ice cream cup and chips packet on the road. Then by throwing pencil shavings on classroom floor. They are wrong. Now you have to write the correct ones, which can prevent the polluting, which can prevent the pollution. Okay. Now, air pollution. Pollution of air is caused due to release of poisonous and harmful gases. The vehicles and industries give out these harmful gases as smoke while burning fuels like coal, petrol, and disease. This makes the air unfit for breathing. We can check air pollution by using environment-friendly fuels such as CNG and LPG in vehicles, shifting factories from the populated areas to remote areas also helps in reducing air pollution. Now, what is the air pollution? Air pollution is caused just due to the release of poisonous and harmful gases into the air. When the poisonous and harmful gases get mixed, they get mixed with the air, then the air pollution is caused, or the air gets polluted. Okay. Now the vehicles and industries give out these harmful gases as smoke. Yes, the vehicles and industries, जो industries और vehicles हैं, इनसे क्या होता है, harmful gases release होती हैं in the form of a smoke when we burn fuels like coals, petrol and diesel. When we burn coal, petrol and diesel, then a harmful gas is released which is known as smoke, and that air is unfit for breathing. Not that air. When this smoke gets mixed with the air pollution, with the air, the polluted air, then the polluted air is unfit for us to breathe. It is unfit for breathing. We can check air pollution by using environment friendly fuels. Yes, we can check air pollution just by using some environment friendly fuels such as CNG and LPG. What is the full form of CNG? Compressed natural gas. And what is the full form of LPG? Liquefied petroleum gas. We use these two eco-friendly fuels in vehicles nowadays. Yes, nowadays most of the vehicles use CNG, or they need CNG and LPG. Now, shifting factories from the populated areas to remote areas also helps in reducing air pollution. If we shift our industries from a populated area to remote areas means away from the populated area, जहाँ पे सुनसान जगह, जहाँ पे खाली हो, वहाँ पर अगर हम अपनी इंडस्ट्रीज को सेटअप करते हैं, then that also helps in reducing air pollution. Okay. Now we will discuss noise pollution and disposal of waste management in our next class. Till that, your homework is to revise the taught portion. Thank you, class.